Hello everyone and welcome back again. So if you haven't already worked it out by the intro to this video, today we're going to be putting on some flowers for the hanging baskets. We've got lobelias, petunias, alyssum and conivite. Not even going to try and pronounce that one, I'm just going to show you the seed packet. Conviolus. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that one, but we have already pricked out and potted on some of the alyssum. These form a white carpet, and if you're one of my regular subscribers, a couple of years ago you'd have seen me and Rob did a little bit of a challenge to try and make a sphere hanging basket, and I used petunias and lobelias in that, and I'm thinking about maybe having another go at that this year, but I'm going to give it a go with some of these in and a few other different flowers in, and I'm hoping these will form a bit of a carpet, bit of a white carpet all around the outside, and give it a bit of a background, and then have the petunias hanging out of there. So we're going to prick out some of those today, and we've also got the petunias. Now I've shown 3 or 4 different varieties of petunia, and I bought 2 different sort of seeds. Some were pelleted, some weren't, and on this side we had the ones that weren't coated, and this side they were coated, and as you can see we've only got a couple germinated there, but you can see right here, you might be able to just see the white on top of the seed, and those seeds were a lot more expensive and you only got about 20 in a packet, whereas the other packets you got about 1,000, and as you can see we've got much better germination on that side. So I'm going to prick out some of these, and we're going to do the alyssum. We've already got the lobelias done. I have got another 2 trays like this to do, but I'm going to give them another week or 2 just to put on a bit more growth, because they're a bit smaller than these, and I do like them to be of a half decent size to prick out. So I'm going to be planting them into these cell trays. This is a 72 cell tray. It's just filled with clover multi-purpose compost, and I've given it a good soak about 10-15 minutes ago. Tools going to be using these, which are ideal for pulling them out of here and pricking them out. This side you've got a good dibber to dip the holes, but I do prefer just the old garden cane, or you can even use a chopstick. That is probably my preferred method to doing this, and I'm just going to be dipping the roots in some Q4 mycorrhizal fungi just to help promote root growth, and then these can then go outside into the polytunnel inside of another little greenhouse, which we'll be showing in a later video. So we'll do the petunia first. I won't do them all on camera, I'll just do a handful on camera and then either fast forward through the rest or jump to the end. So first things first, just going to dibble some holes. Just like so. Mycorrhizal. A little bit of something to put this in. Oops. And it's just a case of scooping out a little bunch. Now a lot of people don't like doing this, they think it's a tedious job, but I really don't mind doing it. As long as you make sure that you sift your compost first, you shouldn't have any problems pulling these apart. Just always grab them by the leaf, not the stem if you can. But with these being sifted, they do pull apart really easily. And before you know it, you soon fill these trays up. Probably won't plant them all out. Is what I will do is I'll do a whole tray of just doing them singly, and then I'll do another tray maybe with a couple in each one. So just hold them by the leaf, dip them in the mycorrhizal, just push them into the compost. You can go right up to the first true leaves of these. And you don't need to go squashing them or anything like that. As you can see, they are very delicate. It is quite a time consuming job, but I don't mind doing it. Do need a bit of patience for it. But when you get to look at all the nice flowers in the hanging baskets at the end, makes it all worth it. You can see why the cane is quite handy for this, because it's quite long, so your hand's not in the way, or you can always see what you're doing. I could just go through and just pick out the bigger ones if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Just as they come out and go in. They will grow, they will catch up. So I think it's really important for growing vegetables to also grow flowers alongside them. I know petunias don't really do much for the pollinators, but the other ones do, and they look good. Right then guys, I'll get through the rest of this tray. We'll get back to you once we finish this tray, and maybe do a tray of the Alyssum, and maybe something else if there's time at the end of the video. Maybe have a look at a few other bits and see what other seeds we're going to be sowing, what other flowers we're going to be growing. And if you haven't already guys, do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and just helps out the channel a great deal. And make sure you hit that bell icon so you can get notified whenever I release new content. And if you want to know how we get on with these flowers at the end of the season or throughout the season, just follow along. I'll do regular updates on them. Right, well, that's one tray done. That's 72 petunias in there. As you can see, probably used about half of what was in here. Maybe it was only half a cell tray there. I have just ramsacked through a lot of that. I could have been a lot more delicate and probably got a lot more plants out of it. But I'll probably get another tray out of that. If I really wanted to, I could probably get another 2 trays out of that, but another one of these will be more than enough for me. So I'm going to stick these out in the polytunnel. I'll get another tray, get that filled up, and we'll crack on with the Elysium. Get them done next. But that's the petunias. Stick a label in there, just so we remember. Probably the only one doing this at 11:30 at night. But this is why a lot of stuff I've been doing hasn't been recorded. I've been doing everything at night time. That's when I'm up with the baby, so making the most of whilst he's asleep at the moment and getting these done. So I'll just give these a good soak now. I'll let that sit for 5 minutes before we get planting. So the Elysium is snow carpet. I've never grown it before. Not 100% sure if I should be individually potting these on or not, but we're doing it anyway. There's quite a bit more root on these, so a bit more difficult to get apart, I think. No, they come apart just as easy. Nice and easy. Some of the root breaks off, doesn't matter. Like I say, I have already done a couple of trays of these and they are already out in the polytunnel. Some of them, if there's 2 together like this one, I'll just keep them together. Because I've already got 2 trays of these in the polytunnel, I might be a bit picky and maybe just pick out the larger ones. And get rid of the smaller ones. So, if any of you guys have got any advice or tips and tricks for hanging baskets, I'm well open to suggestions. Anything you'd like to see me grow or try, or anything you've got inquiries about growing I might know, let me know in the comments. If I can help you, I will. If you can help me, I'd really appreciate it. Got some excellent feedback on the chili focus plant feed. Found out you can give it to tomato plants, it's perfectly fine, which is what I wanted to know. And since giving it to them, the pepper plants, I've noticed quite a difference in the growth straight away. So it is something that I would recommend using so far anyway. As these have got a bit more of a root ball on them, I'm going to make these holes a little bit bigger. And I am going to plant them as deep as we can in these, up to the first true leaves. But if anyone's got any experience growing this, or got any videos on it or anything like that, I'd like to watch a couple of videos about them. Yeah, so if anyone's got any suggestions for anything like that, let me know in the comments. Pop and check them out, that'd be great. Root ball on that one. Once you get going with these, they really don't take that long. You know, having fat thumbs doesn't help, but if I can do it, pretty sure you guys can do it. But a lot of gardening is trial and error, seeing what works, find out what works best for you. I find doing them this way always works for the petunias and the lobelias and all the other small fiddly plants. Always seems to work this way, so if it ain't broke, don't change it, they say. Also, I was watching Elaine over at Lotman Joy. I'll pop a link to her channel in the description. She's doing an Atlantic giant pumpkin challenge. It's one that I am thinking of maybe going for, as I am going to be trying to grow some giant pumpkins to take to Malvern. I have already started a lot of them off there in these pots behind me. I think Kitchen Garden are sponsoring that challenge. So if you'd like to have a go at growing some pumpkins, pop over and check her channel out, join in on the challenge. I haven't done a video on it yet, but I am going to try and get it done this week. I just need to find out if there's a specific variety that we need to be doing, or if we can do any sort of pumpkin. If we can do any sort of pumpkin, then that's fine. I've already got them shown. Did them about two days ago now. It is March the... I don't even know what the date is, guys. th of March is today. I'll hopefully get this video out tomorrow. And if there's any videos that any of you guys would like me to make, or any subjects that you want me to cover, I'll do my best. At the moment, I've said in numerous things, all we're seeing on YouTube at the moment is seed sowing. And I don't know about you guys, but starting to get a bit repetitive, which is why I've not done many seed sowing videos this year. I'd rather stick to trying to keep it a bit different, just so I'm not producing the same content as everyone else and we're not all throwing out the same videos. People don't like to watch the same thing over and over and over. You know, I think you all know that we're going to be sowing seeds galore these next 2 months. Majority of mine I have already done. As I said in the previous video, I've just been trying to get things done as and when I can, and if it means sowing the seeds a bit early, it means sowing the seeds a bit early. Got plenty of space, got the 2 polytunnels to put them out in, got 2 grow tents and the grow lights in here. Got plenty of space to be putting things out, although everywhere is filling up. Both the grow tents are full, polytunnels are getting full. I'm hoping to get the polytunnel in the front garden all prepared and ready for planting the tomatoes in. Hoping to get that all sorted and ready by tomorrow, and then I don't have to worry about that then. It's all done and ready to go. I thought I'd keep the camera rolling on this one just so you can see how long it actually takes to do one of these trays. You know, it really doesn't take too long at all once you get going, get a bit of a rhythm. Not that I've got rhythm. Yeah, it's not as hard as you'd think it is to be. At the end of the day, they're plants. Nature will always find a way, as Terry says. You know, they'll take a bit of stress. Sometimes stress can be a bit of a good thing. Obviously not too much, but a little bit never hurt anyone. By tearing these roots apart, they're just going to form new roots where they've broken off. They'll split into a network of roots, hopefully giving us more stable plants. But within a week or two, these would have settled in nicely in these trays. Within 2 weeks, I'm sure there'll be roots hanging out the bottom of these. Old soil there. Ooh, are we gonna have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like we're going to be a row short, maybe a row and a half. Whatever we're short, we'll just fill in with the petunias. Easy enough to tell the difference between them. And there's not much difference in height and growth, so don't have to worry about these growing really tall and the petunias staying small, or the other way around. They should stay about the same size, and they'll get planted out and potted on at about the same time, so that is absolutely fine. Yeah, one row short. Not bad. Yeah, I'll just fill that in with some of these lobelia petunias. That's what I might do, actually. Let's do these in clumps. If I do these in clumps, get rid of the rest of this tray into here. That way it gives me an extra tray to sow some more seeds in. I'm not going to need a whole other tray of these, so don't want too many, but a little clump like that'll do. We'll see how they do. That is a tray of Alyssum and a tray of petunias. All done. They can both go out into the polytunnel now and stay out there until ready to be planted out. I'll do the lobelias. I won't record doing them, and I probably won't record doing the other ones, but I will give you an update on these in a week or two's time, just let you know how they're getting on and make sure they're all still okay. So that is going to be it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and drop me a comment below. Let me know if you're doing anything, or if you've got any advice or tips on any of these. I'm open to suggestions, and I do like bad feedback as well as good feedback. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.